Handy KC here today, and this is our very first Projects with Peanut. It's our first official Projects with Peanut. I'm KC, this is Peanut, and today we are doing a Krabby Patty special. Officially, there is no Krabby Patty secret formula, but I think we've decoded what we need to and made it our own, didn't we?
Of course.
Does it rock?
Yeah.
Cool. Let's get to work. Okay, so the first thing we're going to start are the onions. We actually cut them very, very thin. You can do this in a skillet inside as well, but we chose to do outside because it's the first day. It's been nice in about 2 months where we're at, and we're going to get started. I need you to give me a squirt of olive oil in this general area right here, if you can.
In that general area?
Yeah, so I keep one side of the griddle hot, one side of the griddle turned down as far as it'll go. A little more, a little more. A little more. That's okay. There you go. There you go. Perfect. 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 And we can use our spatula.
It's called a spatula.
Not the way I use it. And we're gonna dump. That's one whole onion. We're gonna get that pretty close, and then we're gonna smush it off to the other side. You are quite the ramen noodle aficionado and chef, aren't you?
Yes.
So what's in a Krabby Patty, you ask? Well, Krabby Patty is a greasy spoon special. Come on over. Krabby Patty is a greasy spoon special that
has crab inside of it.
that's one of the ingredients.
That's the main ingredient.
Yeah, kind of.
I don't know. It's what's in the meat.
We're going by the name Krabby Patty, so it definitely has crab. It's one of the main ingredients. We also put pork in with it.
I didn't know that.
We do that, pork, a couple of eggs, and literally just some fish breading, and that's the bulk of the Krabby Patty. They come out fantastic. Our onion looks nice and brown there, so we're gonna add another little squirt.
Okay, you want me to do that?
Just a little one, yeah. Be careful, that's hot. Just a little squirt over here.
Okay.
And we're gonna back those off over there. There you go. We'll smush that around with our spatula.
It's called a spatula, but
again, not the way I use it. Now you have to initially oil this just a little bit so your Krabby Patty does not stick. Just FYI, we are going to the cook and eat first, or at least the cook. You don't need to watch us eat. We'll do the cook first, and then at the end of the video, after we're done with that portion of it, then we're actually going to show you how we prepare these things. It's actually very, very, very simple. The hardest part is actually chopping up the crab. You ready, kid?
yeah.
I'll let you smash it.
Oh.
How about that? You don't just set it down. This is a smash burger, quarter-pound ball. You actually get that in place like that. It makes full contact with your griddle. We'll do 2 of these at once. We're going to sprinkle just a little bit of this. We don't put salt and pepper on it. We use Mrs. Dash on everything. It actually is a good substitute for everything. A little bit there.
I prefer Mrs. Dash compared to salt and pepper.
Right? I feel the same way. Now, we're going to take our great big spatula here, put a little parchment paper right over the top of that Krabby Patty.
Wasn't I going to do this part?
Sure. You do that.
Okay,
and then
we smash it?
we use a push stick to help smash that down. Hang on. Pay attention to what you're doing. Now slide it over to the side. Yeah, turn it to the side. You can do that side. There you go. Perfect. Keep it in your hand. We got another one. There's 2. There's 2. Smash. You got to kind of roll it around and make sure it's a good burger. There you go. Perfect. Lift that up and see how it looks. Oh, that is perfect. You can do without the parchment paper. It tends to not stick to the spatula if you use that parchment paper. One side is done. We're going to go ahead and use our great big spatula. Flip that over on both of them, and we are going to top it with white American cheese. We use the fresh Hawaiian buns. It adds just another level of flavor. And instead of doping the buns or spreading butter on the bun itself, we cut just a little piece for each half of the bun And since we've got 2 buns going now, we're going to do 2 sets of buns. I always put it down on top of the little pat of butter and give it a couple of spins. You can check it out and see how nice and brown those are coming out. Makes them fantastic. This is when you start adding condiments. For the initial 2, we're going to go very simple SpongeBob SquarePants style and go ketchup. Sorry, we're going to go mustard. Mustard is the yellow one.
Mustard is the yellow one.
And ketchup. So that's when we take that.
Ooh, lettuce.
You do not have the lettuce. Throw the tomato down on top of that. Put down our patty. Cool. Perfect. We are going to take a little bit of that hot onion. Put a little lettuce on top of it. Add the crown. And we now have one complete Krabby Patty. That does it for the cooking portion of this. Let me show you what that looks like cut in half. So that's what the Krabby Patty looks like cut in half. It comes out phenomenal. So we're gonna go eat real quick.
Okay.
Are you hungry?
Yes.
Okay, we're gonna go eat real quick and we will get back to you on exactly how we prepare these things. We had to cut away after the video was made and I had to put this little, we had to put this little plug in here because we got our first sponsor. We didn't get just one, we got 2. It is 5 Pines Candle Company out of Ely, Minnesota, and sheunpluggedadventures. They found us, tagged us, and said, hey, do this thing for us. And I said, you've got that. So we're going to put a plug out to them. I'll probably put a couple of thumbnails up for their website. Probably some tags for their website. Got to figure that out. Again, this is actually our first sponsor, so we're kind of excited about it. Let's get back to cooking. Okay, so we're actually going to show you now how to fully prepare and the full recipe on our Krabby Patty. First, we're going to start with 1 pound of artificial crab. We actually use the chunk crab to start out with our Krabby Patties. This is actually the hardest part of it to prepare. It's not very difficult. It's just a little bit time consuming. Everything else is so super easy, it's ridiculous. Typically I do a pound of crab, a pound of pork, fish breading, and 2 eggs. So when you chop this up, you want to get it pretty fine. Some of these pieces are just a little too big. These are definitely too big, but we're trying to get it to a pretty small consistency in here, so that way it mixes up with the ground pork pretty well. The reason why we add egg to this is so it helps everything stick together. You get more crab than you get pork, and the crab no longer sticks to anything. You want me to chop and you crack the egg?
Yes.
All right, we'll switch.
Okay, I'm going to be cracking the eggs. He's going to be chopping.
She takes all the fun jobs.
That's because I'm a kid.
1/8 of a cup per pound of meat works out fine. So since we're using 2 pounds of meat, we are using 1/4 of a cup of slap your mama fish breading. Peanut is going to fill that and pour it into there. I actually just started the Krabby Patties out on a. Well, it was a little while after we watched the YouTube First We Feast with Andy and I forget the other guy's name. Anyway, it sounded intriguing, so I thought, you know what, we'll give our own shot at it and see what we come up with. And we invented this, and it is just fantastic. This is 1 pound of ground pork, not breakfast sausage, ground pork. We're going to add that to the mixture that we already have. I'll let you do that, since this is Projects with Peanut.
Okay, so I'm just going to dump all of this.
The whole thing. It's 1 pound of ground pork. And it's amazing how much different it looks between the crab and the pork, but when it all comes together, it works out. Where we're at right now is we've got 1 pound of crab, 1 pound of pork, 2 eggs, 1 egg per pound of meat, and 1/4 cup, 1/8 cup per pound of meat. for the slap your mama fish breading, or whatever fish breading you prefer to use. You want to dig and turn all the way around and just keep that bowl moving so that way everything comes off of the bottom and up and over.
I'd rather have Krabby Patties than cake.
Oh, I got told, didn't I? What this looks like is it comes out looking like that before you start making quarter-pound balls out of it. How's that look to you, Peanut?
Okay.
Pretty good. We brought, this is just a little cheapy kitchen scale. I've got it set for the weight of the bowl. And what you wind up doing is just grabbing what you think is going to be about a quarter pound. Right at a quarter pound. You get the feel of it.
Big plate.
Yeah, you get the feel of it after you've done it for a while.
This is such an amazing video.
You know why it's amazing? Because you're in it. We wound up getting 10 full Krabby Patty smash burger balls prepped and ready to go for the next time we decide to cook these. That's going to wrap this up. So until next time, think outside the box and do something cool.